Hey guys, this is Moshumi and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we will see what should we do and what should we avoid to achieve a flawless base. So my left side will be the don't side and my right side will be the right one. Applying foundation on your unclean face is a big no. It's not appropriate for your skin's health as it causes acne, aging, wrinkles, irritation. In a nutshell, it damages your skin. So first, clean your face with a good cleanser which is appropriate for your skin type. Skin prep is the most important part of your makeup routine, which makes your makeup look long lasting and also makes it healthy looking. Next comes the toner, which clears out all the impurities from your skin and also minimizes the appearance of the pores, and it also makes your skin hydrated. Next, I will use a face serum from Suga Cosmetics. It keeps my skin moisturized and radiant, and also it has anti-wrinkle and healing properties, and it works as an antioxidant to keep my skin looking healthy. Actually, these products protect you from any skin damage. Next, I will use aloe vera gel as my moisturizer as I have a combination type skin and also my skin is very sensitive. I know I am using a lot of products before doing my makeup, but this is the basic skin prep you have to do and you must do before makeup. To protect your skin from UV rays and pollution, you have to apply the sunscreen beneath your makeup. If you are doing makeup at night, you might skip that part, but I would suggest to apply the sunscreen even at night. Once the skin prep is done, now comes the primer part. You should choose your primer very wisely. If you have oily skin, you should not apply any oil-based primer. As I have a combination skin, this is a big no for me. It will make your foundation oxidized and it won't last long. So on my do's side, I will apply a primer which is silicone based and will help to blur out my pores as well. And the people who have dry skin, I would suggest to apply a lot of moisturizer on your face or any facial oil. Next comes the foundation part. Most of the time our base doesn't look good because of the wrong shade we choose. You may choose one shade lighter than your skin tone because most of the foundations get oxidized, but not 2-3 shades lighter than your skin tone. It won't look good. Also, it makes your base look cakey and ashy. And as it doesn't match with your neck, it looks like a mask. I would suggest to apply the concealer first to cancel out all your hyperpigmentation, dark spots or under eye dark circles which is of exact shade of your skin tone, so that you will need a minimum amount of foundation. And your blending should be perfect as well, so that the product sits on your skin well. Now set the concealer with a translucent powder and always remember to use the products as minimal as possible because excessive products will make your base look cakey. Now apply the foundation which is closest shade to your skin tone and apply as minimal as possible, as I always say. And don't forget to apply the foundation on your neck as well. One thing you will see if you do your skin prep religiously, when you will blend your foundation, the blending will not be a trouble for you. Also, it will sit on your skin very smoothly. Now comes another important part. Don't layer up your foundation multiple times because it will make your base look cakey and also it won't be a long lasting base. And it starts creasing very easily. You can see my left side is looking already so ashy. Also, when you are using concealer to highlight your face, don't use too much of the product because your base will come off and your under eye areas will start creasing very easily. Rather, use as minimal concealer as possible and blend it well. Blending is one skill in makeup which can take your whole makeup look to the next level. So always take your time and blend your base very well. If your blending skill is good enough, then half of the problem for you is sorted out. Now apply the translucent powder to set your concealer and the whole base. I would suggest to apply the translucent powder all over your face, but not too much, as minimal as possible. Using translucent powder multiple times won't make your base look cakey. Rather, using too much of the product will make it cakey. You can see the concealer on my left eyelid and on my forehead has already started creasing. Contouring doesn't make you look thin, rather it gives a definition to your face. So excessive contouring to make your cheek and chin look thin is not so welcoming. Take a little bit of product and apply it on your cheekbone, jawline and on your forehead to give a definition and blend it seamlessly. I like to apply translucent powder under my contouring. You can do it or you can just skip it. Even for the nose contouring, use as minimal product as possible. For the blush part, don't apply the blush only on the apple of the cheeks. Rather, drag the product from the apple of your cheeks to the cheekbones and merge it with your contouring. And for the highlighter part also, don't take too much of it and stick to one spot only. Rather, take a little bit of product and blend it into your skin well. While applying the setting spray, don't keep the setting spray close to your face. It may harm your eyes. Rather, keep it 2 or 3 inches away from your skin and then spray it. So after putting on the lipstick and some mascara, you can see how my base is looking on the both sides. If you take a closer look, you can see my base on the left side has already started creasing and also has broken down. But on the right side, my base is looking smooth, perfect, and also it is looking very healthy in person. I don't know if it is visible for you guys on the video, but if you try in real life, you will see the result on yourself. And let me know if you have tried it and what was the result. See you guys in my next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.